Now, it will be our privilege to hear the Convocation speech from Her Excellency Ms. Heather Cruden, Canadian High Commissioner in Bangladesh, who has kindly consented to be with us as the Convocation speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Her Excellency Ms. Cruden.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Okay, can everybody hear me? Okay, this is fine. Okay, good. Honorable Minister of Education, Vice Chancellor, Chairman, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, graduates, and very proud parents. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Today is about you. There's an old saying that today is the first day of the rest of your life, and when you're graduating, that is really true. So first of all, my congratulations to all of the students here today for choosing to study, for choosing to dedicate a few years of your life to learning about a discipline that's going to improve you as a person, your life. And education is critical to improve people, to improve organizations, and to improve countries. And so first of all, I really want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you today. I am deeply honored to be here today to address the graduating class, to address you. When I came in today, there was a palpable sense of energy, and I have to say, you made me feel very young again. You made me remember what it was like when I was graduating. And I remember that sense of opportunity, that sense of challenge, that sense of vision, the sense that anything was possible. And so I wish that for you today. I really hope that you can hold on to that sense. I want to say a few things about NSU, because you've chosen to study here, and we all know it's a fantastic university. NSU's pioneering role as the first private university in this country, and a model for many that followed, is well known. And Canada has been a proud partner with Bangladesh since its independence over 40 years ago. And that relationship is based on shared values of democracy, of pluralism, of development cooperation, education, immigration, and other people-to-people links, trade and investment, international partnerships. These have all formed a part of our ever-growing friendship. There also exists a diaspora of up to as many 100,000 Bangladeshis living in Canada. Education remains one of our top development priorities here in Bangladesh. We are involved in projects that focus on access to basic education by disadvantaged groups, correcting gender gaps in line with the Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs, improving the quality of curriculum and teaching, and raising retention rates and instilling vocational and life skills at all ages. Our education programs involve cooperation with both the government ministries of education and various private sector and non-governmental organizations. One of our top cooperation partners is, in fact, the North-South University. We helped to fund your master's program in resources and environmental management in 2010. The program was completed under a project funded by CETA entitled Building Environmental Governance Capacity in Bangladesh, and I hope some of you have completed a degree in that today. At the same time, your university has extensive direct contacts with Canadian educational institutions as well, including the universities of Manitoba, Calgary, British Columbia, and York University. Canadians have a deep commitment to education, which I know that you share since you're here today. Canada ranks amongst the world's leaders in per capita spending on education, and our high level of education has proven to be a powerful contributor to my country's favorable standard of living, growth potential, and reputation as a place where intellectual accomplishment is fostered. I myself have 3 degrees from Canada, and if any of you are thinking about graduate or postgraduate degrees, I encourage you to think about Canada as a destination. Many of your students honor us by choosing our schools to continue their learning, and it is, of course, as I said earlier, today, that belongs to you, the students who are graduating. And this graduation represents one step, an important one, in your learning process and life. I am sure that your time at this institution has refined your ability to think critically and your ability to learn, to analyze and to stand apart from the rest and to see clearly into the heart of any matter. And if you have learned this during your time at university, that will carry you well into the rest of your life. You have many choices in front of you as you head off either to join the workforce, to undertake further studies, or to go wherever your path takes you. Today, I wish 2 things for you: that you will be continuous learners throughout your lifetime, and that you will remain committed to bettering the future of your country. As Tador said, the highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all of existence. As we all know, Bangladesh has made significant strides in the last 40 years. It has made extremely strong progress in achieving the MDGs, but many challenges remain. And to face those challenges, this country will require your leadership in the future. There can be no sustainable development without stability and peace, and there can be no sustainable peace without development, equality, and poverty reduction. And in my view, this is achieved through education. And it will be achieved also, as I said, through your leadership. The upcoming national elections represents a critical moment in Bangladesh's history. It is an opportunity to reset the country on a path to sustainable democracy. And I encourage all of you to exercise your democratic rights and to vote. You should set an example and practice democracy by participating in the upcoming elections. I also encourage you to hold your leaders in all spheres, whether it is in the public or private sectors, accountable. Good governance, respect for human rights, pluralism, freedom of expression are values that are important to both Canada and Bangladesh. Bangladesh was founded on the 4 principles, including secularism. And as the future of this country, I encourage you to continue to fight for those values and to think about how to implement secularism and tolerance in society, and to think about how to reduce human rights challenges by understanding and caring about those who are less privileged in society. If you choose to enter the private sector, I encourage you to think about corporate social responsibility and your responsibility to your workers. I know that you can make a difference. Bangladesh is a developing country that is only 41 years old. It is a country with huge potential, and I have been very impressed with its resiliency. You are the future leaders, and it will be up to you to ensure that Bangladesh lives up to its potential. It will take action from people like you, people with analytical skills and knowledge gained from a good education, with a clear view of the problems facing your country and our world, with a principled commitment to do something about them. As university graduates in a developing country, you are extremely privileged. As people trained to think, as people exposed to the pressing needs of society, whether it's local or international, you have a responsibility to help make the world a better place, whether that's in government, in academia, in the private sector, or in non-governmental organizations. We all know that youth are the future of this country. You can be agents of change, and you represent 1/3 of the population, and you can demand change accordingly. I encourage you to be creative, to take risks. I can tell you the things that I have regretted the most are the things that I did not do because I was afraid. Challenge yourself and challenge others. You will make mistakes, but if you learn from them, that is ultimately what matters. Think of new ways forward and then act on them. You can choose to make a difference. I also encourage you to make learning a lifelong pursuit. Read, surf the net, pay attention to what's going on around you. Practice independent thinking rather than accepting things at face value. Share your learning with others, and especially with those who have not had the opportunity that you have had. Teach by example as well as by word. Meanwhile, be proud of what you have accomplished, and I hope you are excited about what you might accomplish in the future. I expect great things from all of you, and if you are passionate about what you do, you will definitely be successful. So thank you again for inviting me today. It's been a real honor and privilege. And finally, congratulations to each one of you. I wish you every success in your pursuit of excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cruden, for your words of encouragement. I believe the students will cherish every word you've said. We have convened here in this ceremony to confer graduate degrees on 545 candidates, undergraduate degrees on 1,383 candidates. Out of the 1,383 undergraduate degree candidates, 121 have earned the academic honor of cum laude, which is with praise.